And you welcome. All right, welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal Around podcast. I have with me a gentleman who is working with Cherelle Parker. Here we're here at the one of the polling stations.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Kevin Poole, Democratic Committeeman in the 59th Ward, 10th Division.
Okay, and why are you here, sir?
It's very important to get the vote out for Cherelle Parker to make sure she wins, with all the support that she can get, because this is a historic moment. Not only is she the first woman,
Yes,
she's
sir.
the first black woman in the history of the United States. Philadelphia, where it all started.
Yes. Do you think that she can kind of create the change that we're looking for in Philadelphia and fix some of the problems with homelessness, infrastructure, housing, poverty, so on and so forth?
Yes, I do believe she's well experienced. She's a teacher. She was a state representative. She was on council. And now she will be the mayor-elect after tonight.
Yes.
So she's very well versed, speaks very well,
Yes.
determined to make a difference in education, public safety, and all the attributes that are important to build a strong city. And she's
Yes.
good looking too.
Oh yes, and this is a flyer I got from you just now.
Yes.
Yes, she is. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and I'm Ronaldo McKenzie with the Neoliberal Around podcast.
Brother McKenzie, thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, definitely.
Beautiful, beautiful presentation.
Yes, definitely. And I have
My card.
your card, and I give you one of mine
Please.
as well. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
And I will play, and it's gonna be available probably tomorrow, later tonight.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks for the airtime, sir.
Definitely. Have a great one.
Sharp, Brother McKenzie.
And here's another gentleman here. Sir, did you welcome? I'm Ronaldo. I'm host of the Neoliberal Around podcast. I'm from the area as well. And did you vote earlier?
No, I didn't vote.
What happened? You're not going to participate?
I'm working, actually.
Oh, you're working. So because you're working, you can't vote.
Right now while you're working.
Oh, but do you plan to vote?
Yes, I plan to vote.
Oh, okay. Did any other candidates for mayor caught your eye?
I'm just trying to make my money, dog.
Well, thank you so much. And what is the biggest problem in Philadelphia that you hope that these elected leaders should fix? Homelessness. Wow, what's going on with homelessness?
There's a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
Homeless, they should have homeless.
Right.
It's getting a little better though, because they're making all these programs for them to receive homeless.
Yeah.
But I think it could be a little more
Yeah, it's much.
ongoing. Like,
Yeah.
get to the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's not. They have the program, but it's really not. It's not fixing the problem. It's not reaching the people. Word of mouth. Yes.
I know it. I go tell somebody.
Yeah.
Have it out like you got these posters out.
Oh,
Have
yes.
programs out like that.
You have. Wow, what a power! Did you hear what he said? He said, it is as if the housing programs is it's organized with word of mouth, because it's not reaching the people. People are not knowing. He said, have them out like how they have all these posters out. Oh wow, it's like it's a secret.
Yeah, it's going to be a secret.
Yes.
It's be a secret. Have it out. Have it all
This
out.
is a
You got
national
Facebook. You got Twitter.
Yes.
You got all this social media. Why we don't know about these programs?
Okay.
Why does the city not educated enough?
Okay. Thank you so much.
I also would like for them to get better with the schools and the education.
Yeah.
With the funding of the school. Why y'all still got the same books that I grew up as a kid with?
Yes.
How about my parents grew up as a
Yes.
kid with? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I gotta tighten up.
Wow, that was deep. You are deep.
Thank you.
You have a lot to say. Thank you so much, brother.
My name is Maurice, by the way.
Maurice, and let me tell you, these guys have a lot to say. This is the Neoliberal Around podcast. We'll be right back after this. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Yes.
Videotaping in here.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh. Welcome back to the Neoliberal Around podcast. I am in a voting booth about to vote, and let's see who I'm going to be voting for. I won't see who am I casting my vote. Okay, I won't do anymore. Okay, I would love to have. I'm Ronaldo McKenzie.
Ronaldo, nice to meet you. for Kendra and Nick. Hey, don't get no dirt on
We
it.
got a clerk. The clerk's been all day.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Hi. Did you guys just vote?
No, not yet.
Okay, you're about to vote. Okay, nice.
Good
to see you. Good to see you.
All right, can I do my job? Can I see you real quick for a second? All right. Do you know about Kendra and Nick?
Yeah.
All right. So they're running for council at large, right? Now you get 5 votes for council at large. There's 7 seats. The top 5 vote getters are automatically in. They will all be Democrats because this is an overwhelmingly Democratic city. That means the other 2 seats go to a minority party, which has been the Republicans. But if Kendra and Nick get in, right, they can get in and we can vote the Republicans off. There's no Republicans on city council. So essentially, Kendra and Nick are running against the Republicans for those 2 seats. Now, what you got to do though is you got to vote for Kendra and Nick first with your your first 2 votes, and then any 3 Democrats that you want. The Democrats will all win. Nick and Kendra will win, and there will be no Republicans on city council.
All right. Then what's your name?
Seth.
Seth. Okay.
I voted for you, Seth.
Thank you.
Are you running too?
I ran in the primary.
Oh, okay,
I ran in the
okay.
primary.
Oh, all right.
I didn't make it.
Okay, but you're still very involved.
I'm very involved. There's a lot of work
Okay.
to do.
What do you do in the city?
I'm a union organizer.
Oh, so you know David Fair?
I know of David
Oh,
Fair.
okay. I know he was a union organizer.
Yeah, I know of David.
Yes.
I'm with SEIU Healthcare.
Okay, okay. What do they do?
We organize hospital workers, nursing home workers, home health care workers.
Yes.
And so we have about 40,000 members in the state,
Okay.
and we're fighting right now for safe staffing.
Okay.
So to make the hospitals and nursing homes staff at adequate levels, nurse to patient ratios,
Okay.
make sure that people are getting adequate care,
All right.
and
Okay.
the hospitals aren't just pocketing all those profits.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This is powerful. We got to sit and talk some more about that.
Okay.
But I know you're working, and I wish you guys and your people and the team all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Neil
Very
Live
nice to
Around
meet you.
podcast.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out to vote.
Definitely.
For the first time.
I will. Thank you. This is the Neil Live Around podcast. Hi. And I am here. This is actually my first time voting. I've entered the polling booth. This is somewhere in Germantown. Duval and is it between Duval, the recreation center at the top of Magnolia, right by Duval and Magnolia in Philadelphia. I just interviewed one of the community organizers or one of the organizers working the station for a particular group. So I am going to try and find my booth, but this is in audio. This is in audio, so I'm going to sign out now, and then we're going to go to the video feed. This is the Neil Live Around podcast. It is an exciting time for me as well. I've never done this. This is my first. Well, this is actually not my first time voting in the U.S., but it's my first time voting in the mayoral elections. We'll be right back after this. We'll be live after this in video.
Mr. McKenzie, I wanted to bring this up regarding the presidential election.
Yes.
As you know, we're kind of concerned, very concerned, not kind of concerned, we're very concerned about former President Donald Trump running for the presidency after he's been through all of these cases from
Yes.
New York to Georgia and in between.
Yes.
So there has been a discussion that there should be his feet held to the fire regarding the United States Constitution.
Yes.
The Constitution, the 14th Amendment, Section 3, which
yes.
says that you should be disqualified if you participated in an insurrection or a rebellion against the United States.
Yes. Sorry. Good to see you. I'm doing very well. Are you running, brother? Tell me you're running this year. No, it's not. Well, he's making a point. But yeah,
you interrupted the podcast.
And he was making I'm interviewing him. Yo, it's good to see you, man. When am I getting you on the podcast? Yeah, and I follow you, so I follow you. I'm gonna text you on Twitter. Right. Sorry about that. Yes.
The future.
And I know he's the future, but I told him I want to work with him. I know to leverage technology. All right. Definitely. Yes. He's the future, man. He's running. he's one of the bright future. We want young people to get more. But you were making a point about Donald Trump and about him violating Section 3 of the 14th Amendment because he provided aid and comfort to insurrectionists, then it should exclude him from running again.
Exactly.
In fact, I have one of the presidential candidates on my show, Mr. John Anthony Castro, who is actually suing Mr. Trump, and there is a lawsuit that he is doing right now against Trump based on your argument. And it's on my show. It's the Castro v. Trump series, and he was on the show last week. But I am going to definitely include this. But finish your point, because this is a powerful point you're making.
Well, the point is, if we continually bring pressure upon this in the state of Pennsylvania, because each state has to individually move forward on this agenda for disqualification. It was the two professors who are members of the Federalist Society, one of the most conservative groups in the United States of America.
Yes, can you pause? You're making a point, and I'm going to ask one of my managers for the podcast. Yes, so now we can have a proper sit down and talk. Welcome back. So I'm here sitting talking with this gentleman. My cameraman came a bit late. Yes, now you're making a point as it relates to Donald Trump and the Constitution.
Yes, and so the Constitution was written, of course, here in the United States, in Philadelphia.
Yes.
So from that fact alone, we shouldn't allow his name to be on the ballot, and he should be disqualified, and therefore he would not be able to get the electoral votes. And that, Colorado only has 3 electoral votes, so we have about 24 electoral votes. And in a case, if he's actually going to run for president, because he doesn't care if he's a felon or not, or has been indicted, and this is an indication. There were plenty of congresspersons, Paul Gosar, Kevin McCarthy, who worked with this obstructionist level of participation in the United States of America.
Let me make
Go
a
ahead.
point to you.
I'm sorry.
There are people. I interviewed Mr. Castro, and he's suing Donald Trump in several states based on your argument, and he's running for president, so he's qualified. Only certain people are qualified to sue him based on Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. However, there is a fourth branch of government, the people.
Yes.
And it's right now we see Donald Trump is leading, and Biden, who is out front who's going to be probably the president or the nominee for the Republicans for the Democrats.
Yes.
So if the people want him back, want him to be there, to be president again, then do you think that this threatens this particular constitution?
Oh yeah.
Because if it is, yes, it's in the constitution.
Right.
But people think that if he is elected and becomes the president again, then the people decide it overrules this particular section of the 14th Amendment of the Section 3. It means that it's okay.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you have committed a crime or whatever. If the people decide that we still want to become president,
well, it does matter, because if we are in violation of the law individually, then we have to do the time for the crime. This is allowing him to violate gag orders, to violate participation in his businesses. Fraud has been found by the illustrious Attorney General of New York State, by Tony Willis in Georgia. He has the information on election interference. This is 1866 Ku Klux Klan Act under President Grant, which he instituted this law because this was racial intimidation. Remember, there were 2 women, a mother and daughter, who were brought up and intimidated by Giuliani, who leaked information and said that they were drug dealers. And they were just nice people.
But why is it that Donald Trump still has the support of so many people today?
I think that that's a misguided information. I was speaking to a woman in the store today at the Save-A-Lot, and she said, I just think he's being railroaded and mistreated in so many words.
Yes, there are people who believe that he's been mistreated.
Right, but I'll say this, refer to the documentary on Zembla. Zembla has the dubious friends of Donald Trump. He has been involved in criminal activity with mafiosos types, with the Russian mafia, with President Putin. This is not new, and these people, and Swalwell ran a Justice Department or an intelligence investigation on Capitol Hill. They know this. This is not new information, but we have settled law under U.S.C. 42, 1985, which states there are conspiracies against government, against the people, and this is unlawful. We have plenty of laws on the books, and if he thinks he's going to do that, we are going to let him know.
But it is people who give people in power.
Well,
So, in a sense, the people are also. But you know, may I say one thing too, before I wrap up? I don't have much time, but there is a biblical thing. Pilate, talk about Pilate, was asked the people, who should I crucify, Jesus or Barabbas? What the people say? Give us Barabbas, but away with Jesus. Crucify Jesus. In other words, it shows the corruption of humanity. It shows the corruption of they are willing to, but they want Jesus, the good man, to be crucified. And they want to corrupt them. That's the society that continues today.
But I just want to say this. It is at a fever if he again, he was with, well, he should be on the ballot, and then these people who are voting for him, they are voting from an issue of, like, Charlottesville to the millionth power. You know, you went into Walmart, you bought all the tiki torches, and then you said, and David Duke was a part of that. David Duke was educated at the University of Moscow, and Putin had private meetings with
I take my daughter to school.
and this is an effort that is beyond, he's a nice, beautiful guy. These are members of and this is the problem. These are neo-Nazis who are infiltrated into the United States. They know this. They know what they're doing. And with the
break is over.
with the black farmers, which I am a black farmer without a farm, they really, when the pandemic money, they gave the white farmers billions of dollars. They gave the black farmers hardly anything. And this was done by their top guy, Stephen Miller, who ran the court case against us. And then they came out and said, I'll wrap it up. Then they came out and said, okay, now
Say this again. Bring the camera in. This is a breaking story. They said, who is being discriminated?
They're saying that the black people are discriminating against the white people if the Constitution says so. They're saying, okay, we are being discriminated by you guys. Because they know that we're coming forward. It looks like we're not moving forward. If we were united, we would be so powerful, and we could reclaim our land, reclaim our history, reclaim our rightful place.
But you know, there's a problem with reclaiming. Look what's going on with Israel and Palestine.
Yes.
When you try to reclaim something, they call you a terrorist.
Well,
yes.
no.
Yeah, that's what, you know, when you start talking about reclaim, yes.
We have the laws under the 1964 Civil Rights Act to back us up. That law, settled law, was for black people. There was an 1866 Civil Rights Act that I mentioned. That was for black people because they were going around terrorizing
I got to get you back on the podcast. What's your name again?
Kevin Poole.
It's called the Neoliberal Podcast.
Ronaldo McKenzie, the Neoliberal Around Podcast. By the way,
The neoliberal
we have two
round
persons running
podcast.
for mayor here.
Yes.
The Democratic person is Cherelle Parker.
Yes.
And the Republican is David Poole.
David O.
Yes.
Okay, so David is Poole. So so you think that Cherelle Parker will become the mayor?
Yes.
And it's going to be unprecedented in the city of Philadelphia.
Yes.
But what about David Poole? Do you think that he may have a chance because he's what kind is Korean?
Yes.
That would be the first Korean
Yes.
as well. Do you think that he may upset or upstage Cherelle Parker?
Well, with all due respect to David O, and I know him, but
Okay.
that would take place in the land of make-believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Democrats,
you
we run this town, and that's the only difference. Now, there was Sam Katz. He was a Republican. He was a very competitive candidate,
Yes.
but that's a different era and a different time.
Wow, yes. So this is a Democratic town.
Yes.
And therefore so the people are expecting a Democratic mayor who is going to be or should be Cherelle Parker.
Right.
And Cherelle Parker, I know this Cherelle Parker as well, one of my paternal sister on the other side. This is the Neoliberal Podcast, coming to you from Germantown, Philadelphia. We'll be right back after these messages.
So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, where we going?
Yeah.
Where am I going? To what?